back with Gamer and Gameless, and today I'm joined by...
Hello, Zach.
That's his name.
What's your name, dude?
Aaron.
All right.
What's up, guys?
We are so structured, you know that? It's like amazing. Like, it's pretty good. Anyways, that third voice you heard.
I heard?
I was going to say heard, and then I was going to say here. But then I just was like, hey.
You're done heard.
I sound like the beginning of a Nelly song.
Whatever happened to that guy?
I don't know, man. We miss you, Nelly. If you're listening.
No, we don't.
No, I know what happened. He ran out of Band-Aids.
Band-Aids and headbands.
Yeah,
Wait, is that? It's funny because I don't listen to a lot of rap, but that's the dude that had Band-Aids on his face, right?
Yes,
Yeah, he had like
that
one
guy.
right below.
He had Band-Aids on his face. It was Nelly and the Saint Lunatics, and his hype man was so into the role that he would wear full catcher's gear.
Murphy Lee.
Oh, Murphy Lee. Oh,
for
yeah,
like
Murphy Lee was
concerts
great.
and stuff. I'm like, you're in a chest protector, and you got knee savers on, like at a concert. Like, who does that?
Oh man, we miss you, Nelly.
No, we don't.
This is Elvin with Nelly and Nelly.
I feel like
Nelly and literally Nelliness.
What's what the hook gonna be?
I don't remember the.
We don't need a freaking hook in
There,
this beat.
that's what it was. I was trying to think of the other aspect of that song, but anyway.
MacGyver.
All right. The fourth voice you hear, none other than the video game sage herself.
Stop it, Alicia.
If you rearrange the letters in Halo Master Chief Collection, you know what you get? Alicia Cathero.
I do believe you get Aaron Golden if you read.
Yeah, that's it.
Or
yeah,
it's HATR. Yeah.
No.
H-A-T. Oh, hater.
Yeah.
Why did I have to spend time spelling that out? Oh, H-A carry the 7.
I don't feel like Alicia really got the sage introduction like
No.
he usually
No.
gets.
21st century right now, Elvin.
No, we really don't.
No.
We don't need any. We don't need any of that.
Dun, 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 dun.
They're referring to soundbite, which will not happen as long as I'm alive.
Yeah.
Anyways, we talk about video games occasionally here. You can check us out on Facebook.com/GamerGameless, our website, GamerGameless.com, or our shiny new Twitter. Don't argue with me on that, guys. It is still shiny and new.
It's not new anymore.
It's still shiny.
Oh yeah, it can be shiny, but
And
I'm
it's still
pretty
new.
sure we're not new anymore.
I delete the Twitter account every week and make a new one.
You know what? No, it's like those Chinese buffet restaurants that have grand opening sign, but it's like been 2 years.
But it's been like,
Yeah, seriously.
it's like
That's our
seriously?
Twitter.
Yeah, they have. There's a place nearby that has like a grand opening and a 10-year anniversary at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a second, guys. Anyways, we're gonna start out with the show as we normally do, talking about what we've played.
Well,
I just looked at Aaron long enough. He was like, "Oh yeah, man, better jump in my Titan."
Dude, by the way, where did Titanfall go? Does that still exist?
yeah, I still have the game, and they're still putting DLC
Yeah,
for it.
I think the last bit of DLC came out like 2 weeks ago or something like that.
Oh, that's cool though. But we really we haven't talked about Titanfall for a long time.
Well, we're in October now, man. I mean, so many
games
games out right now.
What month is it?
You know, that one October month.
Rocktober.
Yeah. So,
Can we just talk about the fact that Aaron described the month of October as being that October month?
Yeah.
the one and only that October month.
Yeah.
Which is after that one song called September or Wake Me Up When September's Over by Weezer or Green Day.
It's
Green Day, and it's
And that's not the
Wake me
title
up
of the
when
song.
September.
not at all.
I can't get my white groups the right way, but I love them anyway.
All right.
Anyways,
But-
Unless you were referring to September by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
No.
possibly?
Did
Man,
you say-
that's what I was talking about.
Did
No,
you say
it wasn't because they're not white.
Earth, Wind, and Fire is a great, great band. Legendary band, by the way.
anyways, what are you playing, Aaron? Let's just get on with this.
Wait, hold on. Are you asking that because you want to know?
Yes, I want to know.
Or are you asking that because the segment has to go on?
Because he could have just asked me if that was the case.
Yeah, but he asked me, not you.
Aaron,
Yeah, that's
Aaron,
that's why he wants to know.
Aaron,
That's why he asked
Answer
you.
the question, or I'll pour water all over your mic.
Hot or warm?
It won't change
okay,
the
fine,
effect.
fine. Yeah, no. You put me on the spot, man.
Dude,
Yeah, 'cause
this is what you do in the podcast.
Frank, this is
why you're here.
All right, All right, Aaron's not going first. I'm going first. All right. I've been playing Shadows of Mordor. Let me back up. I've played and finished Shadows of Mordor.
How long did it take you?
I want to say about probably like 18 hours.
Okay, is that an average?
Not necessarily, because I didn't really like when I finished it. I didn't finish like a lot of the side stuff. So I mean, I want to say like the average game like that probably takes anywhere between 8 and 12, just going straight towards the end. But man, so I'll say this: we should have our review up in the next week or so, because I'm still trying to do a lot of the bonus stuff before I totally pack up the game. But that game is so
like Assassin's Creed.
No, not at all. It's like significantly better than Assassin's Creed.
Would you say it's better than Destiny?
Before he answers that, you have another Star Wars shirt on.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, is this something that's trending with you?
Hold on.
Can you read?
Was that really more pressing than what I was saying? He was like, hold on, Zach. Before you talk about the topic of this show, video games, can we just take a second to look at Elvin's shirt?
Yeah,
I mean, come on, man.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
I was
cool.
gonna say
That shirt's the Titanfall of shirts.
He's always wearing sweaters, so now he's wearing shirts, man. And it's interesting to see what kind of shirts he has.
All right.
But yeah.
Oh, yeah. I have a Star Wars shirt on because I love Power Rangers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Green or white, your favorite? No?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Any color.
Yeah. All right, go on. Go on about Shadows of Mordor.
Yeah, I mean, who cares about that, right? This is the shirt podcast. Anyways.
Shirtless. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's awesome. The one aspect of that game that I do not care for in the slightest is the story. Like the general plot at the beginning, like the reason for the game existing is pretty cool. Like I'm really like into it.
Right.
But then the way the story develops over the course of the game, I'm just like seriously, like the ending happened. And don't get me wrong, I'm dumb, but usually I can follow the plot of things. But like the whole ending sequence, right? I had like no idea like what even happened. I was like, okay. And then like the camera zooms into him. I'm not going to ruin it, but he says something and then it just ends. And I'm like so what is that supposed to mean? Like I still have I have no clue what happened the last 15 minutes. Right. But with that said, the last like hour of the game, the whole final mission is pretty amazing. The whole game is just so awesome because it's like, we get a lot of like open world games, like Watch Dogs that are kind of like bland, and GTA 5, which is awesome, but I don't know. There's something. The Nemesis system adds so much soul to the game because, like, there was a guy, right? I mean, the fact that this can happen, and Elvin, I know you don't care about video games. We're trying our hardest to change that.
No, I saw the preview. I saw the trailer. I look at video game trailers as just like I look at movie trailers, and I'm like, whoa. Like when I see the new Assassin's Creed trailer, awesome. When I saw this trailer, Shadows of Mordor, awesome. When I saw the Destiny trailer, awesome. When I saw Titanfall trailer, awesome. Yeah. Now, actually, that becoming more to me is difficult because I don't have that much time.
Super Time Force. It's a game that you really, really, really need to play. That game is, anyways.
I want to play Alien Isolation. I want to turn all the lights off.
I have it.
And
so
we're
gonna make that happen.
I want to be scared. Hey, Saturday,
let's do it.
Well, what time Saturday so I can check my schedule?
All right, well, we can talk about this not on the podcast.
Whenever you're not available.
That's not nice.
Whenever you're not available.
That's not nice. Come on.
I'm kidding, dude. It'll be fun, dude. You know what we could do? We could put it outside.
Okay, all right, guys. Let's.
I love Alien, so I'll wear my Star Wars shirt.
There you go. Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's really. I mean, it's such a good game because I mean, Aaron, you compared it to Assassin's Creed, and I mean that's a fair assessment. But like, I mean, I've played pretty much every Assassin's Creed except for Part 2.
Yeah.
And this one just feels like, in Assassin's Creed, you might just be climbing a building and you'll see like, if it's Assassin's Creed 4, you'll see like a song sheet.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you want to get this song sheet? And then you go chase. You're like, whatever. It's cool, but it's like I don't really. It's not doing anything for me. You know what I mean? Like with the song sheets, I believe in 4, you could make it so like when you're on your boat, they'll sing a different song that I don't want to listen to. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like all these pointless things, but all of the little side missions in Lord of the Rings, I really want to do them because they directly impact the way I play.
So you're gonna go back and play the missions?
That's what I'm holding off on the review for because there's like legitimate. It's like one of the first times in a long time where I actually want to do a lot of the side stuff. But anyways, what I was saying, Elvin, is the whole Nemesis system, which we've talked about in detail. I'm not going to explain it again, but how it plays into the game. The fact that this happened, right, and this was totally unscripted. This just happened. is I was like, hey, I'm gonna see if there's any of like the orc generals around.
Yeah.
So I looked around and I saw one, right? And he was like surrounded by a whole bunch of other orcs, right? And then I got like some intel on him, and it was like he's immune to ranged attacks. So I was like, all right, I can't snipe him with the arrow. He's like, he's immune to stealth attacks. I can't like sneak up on him. And then like I was like, how am I supposed to kill this dude? And then it's like, oh, he's afraid of Kagors or something, which are like these giant like wolf type beasts. Mm-hmm. And I was like, all right, whatever. That information doesn't do me any good. And then I looked to the right, and there was like a Kagor cage. And this was all like not scripted, and I can't explain how that made it so much more awesome. And I was like, wait a second. And then I just shot an arrow at the cage, opened it up, the Kagor came out, and he got super scared, and he started panicking, and it zoomed in his face, and he's like, oh no, and he like started running off.
Yeah.
And then in that time, I was able to take him out.
That's awesome.
And like that's the type of stuff that I saw, and I can't like I didn't think I could care so much about NPCs. But like non-playable characters.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm like, I haven't been to KFC in a long time.
No, but like I saw a dude, right? And he was like, hey, Ranger, you come to the wrong place. And then like he almost killed me, right? And I had like a little bit of health left. And then he looked at me, and it just like all like the control stopped, and it like zoomed into his face. He's like, you know what? You're going to have to live with this. And he just walked off. And I was like, what? And then, like, I bumped into him later. He's like, let's see if you got any stronger since the last time. Like, it just feels like this, like, dynamic experience. Like, it's so awesome that stuff like that can happen. Then there was this one dude who, like, I almost killed, and then he ran off. And he came, and then, like, I bumped into him again later, and he had, like, a giant scar across his face. And then I almost killed him again, and he escaped again. And then he had, like, a metal patch over his eye.
Nice.
And it's, like, half of his face, like, was, like, ripped up and stuff. It's just, like... The amount of detail in that game and the amount that game makes you care about stuff is like amazing.
That's great.
What else have I been playing? You know what? I'm going to talk about Smash Brothers after everyone else talks because I took up a substantial amount of time with Shadows of Mordor. So, Aaron or Alicia, which one do you guys?
I got back and played some more Madden.
Aaron wants to go first.
Yeah, I'm going second. Yeah, no, Madden. I was playing some more Madden with my buddies. Had a great time doing that. Got back into some Destiny because, hey, I feel like just leveling up a little bit more until I get to 26. And that was fun doing that. Bam, you, Alicia.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was surprising.
Yeah, that
especially
didn't take 12 years.
Yeah, coming from Aaron. All right, so I was playing Destiny. Destiny starts with the word D. You know, it says ducks, dollars, don't ducks, don't dollars.
Hemorrhoids.
Well, I want to know how was Madden? How's Madden, Aaron?
Pretty good. Still good.
Yeah. What do you like about it?
The best part about Madden is they update each team each week by the ratings.
That's awesome.
So if your quarterback was all right and he's starting to win games and throwing for yards and touchdowns in real life, his skill level gets way up there.
What if you're injured?
If you're injured, then they'll have that injury in the game.
So then
you can't use him.
Either you can use them, or sometimes you can't, or sometimes that if he's injured in real life, it depends. If he's out for the season, then he's out for the season. You can't use him.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would piss me off.
Yeah.
That would piss me off.
But you can use them if you don't download the downloadable rosters.
That happened with my friend. He was playing.
Oh,
I think it was someone. I can't remember who it was. He was streaming it on Twitch. He's like, why can't I use this guy? So I was like, go to your medical or whatever. And they went to the medical. What? Out for this season? He was like screaming. He's like, you know what? Forget this game. I'm putting in FIFA. And then he started playing FIFA.
That pissed me off.
I thought you said
FIFA.
I thought that was what the cool kids called FIFA.
No.
Just Thief.
Do you ever play Thief?
Thief?
Yeah,
I played it briefly. I was like,
Wait, there's an actual thief?
Yeah.
No,
Thief.
not Thief. Thief.
Oh, thief. I'm like thief. Okay.
Thief.
Yeah.
So I have been super busy with work. I've been doing double overtime all this week, but I managed to finish.
Hate that game.
Double overtime. Yeah.
Sounds like a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. Double overtime.
Like,
I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't.
Probably is.
Yeah, somewhere.
Jean-Claude, if
somewhere
you're
in
listening,
Brussels in a VHS store that still exists. It's just
Jean-Claude, if you're
double
listening,
overtime.
can you write in and let us know if you actually played in a movie called Double Overtime?
And did you do a full split in it?
It's
Yeah.
probably the sequel of Double Team with him and
I was just
Which
talking
one?
about
We were
that
talking
movie.
about that.
That's
Yeah.
his best movie. That and Street Fighter.
him and
Oh,
who's his
God,
name? Dennis
really?
Rodman.
Dennis
Yeah.
Rodman.
It's the sequel to him and Dennis
The
Rodman.
Worm.
So good. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What were we playing?
So I played. I actually downloaded and played it. Jacob Jones and the Bigfoot Mystery. It's an episodic game. It's an adventure. It's not really a adventure game in the sense of like old school adventure games like LucasArts games, but it looks and feels like a Double Fine game, but it's made by Lucia Games and it's episodic. So I downloaded episode 1 and 2 on the iPad. Apparently it's out for Vita also.
Really?
But I think the controls would be better on Vita. I mean, it's all touch controls, but sometimes the iPad's not as intuitive.
Yeah, I just feel like that's the case with touchscreens in general, kind of.
Yeah.
Because when I first started playing Walking Dead, I got it on my tablet, and it was like a relatively high end Android tablet, and like at the beginning, this isn't a spoiler. Like one of the first things you have to do is there's like a zombie crawling towards you. You have to like pick up the shotgun, then pick up the shell, and I'm like touching the screen, and there's like all of this like delay, and there's like a zombie walking towards me. It gave me so much anxiety. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then I got on Vito, and I felt a lot better about my decision.
Because one of the aspects of this game is you have to collect cans, and like cans equal credit. So like you can use cans equal phone credit, so you can call your brother, which is like he gives you the most hints for all these puzzles.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of these puzzles kind of remind me a lot of Professor Layton, and I love those games.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not, oh, everyone talks to you in a puzzle. Like, I'm not going to speak to you unless you can solve this riddle and tell me how many ducks cross the road or whatever. And so trying to pick up cans in the world, I would see a can and I'm like, oh, and I would click it, and then it would make him completely turn around and walk someplace completely different. I was like, really? Like, that's not where the can was at all. But I beat episode 1 and 2. I'm really excited for 3 to come out because I kind of want to play that.
Do you know if they have a date for it yet?
No, not that I've seen. Like, I went on their website, I looked on Facebook and all that other stuff, and they're like, stay here for the latest news on this game. I'm like, but where's episode 3 though? Like, so it's not prevalent. I'm excited. We already have it in the news section. I didn't get to play it, but I was planning on doing some Diablo 3 with a new update.
Seriously.
But like I said, double overtime. I haven't done anything but get home and sleep and then wake up and go back
Starring Dolph Lundgren,
to work.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
What's the
And Chris Tucker.
Chris
I
Tucker.
was-
Yes!
when you said Chris, I was hoping you were going to say Chris Kattan. I was like, oh man, that'd be so good.
What's he doing?
Wait,
now?
why did everyone say oh?
Because we missed that guy.
Oh,
What's
I
he
thought
doing
he
now?
like died and I didn't know.
No, he did.
Starring Chris
I was gonna
Kattan
say-
and Rob Snyder.
He actually hit on my old church group leader.
Really?
What?
Like on a plane to like New York. He was like,
Wow.
yeah, here's my personal number. Like, it was real.
Classic
it was
Corky Romano.
real creepy.
So stupid.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for that Diablo. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, we will.
So,
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. Though.
Elvin, did you play any games?
I'm excited to play a game.
You're excited to play Alien Isolation?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am.
oh, you got some bad news coming.
The
your
best
way.
part about this,
Why?
though, no, if I'll
I'll
tell you what.
I'll tell you
if,
after.
If Alien was for Oculus Rift, that would be.
Yeah,
that'd be
I saw
freaking
that.
awesome.
I saw that report where they had that. I don't know where. Was it E3?
So
or
they
something?
had it at E3, but it
Yeah.
wasn't the full game. It was like a portion of the game.
Yeah, people like freaking out.
I mean, they said it's like perfect, but real quick, I'll talk more about it next week because I just got it today, or yesterday. I don't even remember anymore. The issue with it is that it's a very long game,
Yeah.
and that's problematic because it's a game where you can't really fight the alien.
Yeah, but at what point do I fight Predator? Is that at the first or
That's
second
the
level?
DLC.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Like it's called the Danny Glover I almost
Danny
said Donald
DLC.
Glover, but that's
Donald.
Childish Gambino. Yeah,
Wait, when was
Glover
Danny
DLC.
Glover involved in Alien?
He was
He
involved
was
in
in
Number two.
Predator 2.
Oh, the
two.
second one.
He was in Predator 2.
And it's impressive that I said that because I've never seen Predator 2.
yeah, the first
I've
one's
seen
great.
clips of Predator 2.
No,
Yeah.
I've
I
seen
thought, you were
Predator
gonna,
1.
I thought you were gonna say maybe Shania Lathan because she was in Alien versus Predator. I think.
Maybe. Rest in peace, Alien versus Predator movies.
Yeah.
The first one was two. Anyways,
Dude,
Wait, were you the
dude.
one that said you hated the last Predator movie?
oh yeah, it was the worst movie.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna take 10 seconds to say this. All right, if you're gonna make a movie, right, and if you're gonna be super duper crazy about it and be like, oh, I'm gonna push the envelope and do obscure stuff, that's fine. Don't take a franchise that already exists.
Yeah.
Would you say it's like it's kind of like a game releasing an HD version of the game 8 months after they released the game?
No,
No.
it's like promising a really good game and then coming out with Destiny. I didn't mean to.
You did mean
I didn't
to.
mean to.
You did mean
But
to.
anyways, all right.
It's the best 7 out of 10 game this year.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
That's like saying it's the best worst game this whole year.
It pretty much is.
That game is the best game ever. Oh, never mind. I was gonna do the Anchorman 60% of the time, 100% of the time joke, but it wouldn't have worked. So I'm gonna transition into Smash Brothers.
Yay.
So I was very skeptical about Smash Brothers. I've mentioned this numerous times. I played the demo. The demo was pretty cool, but I still wasn't totally sold because, I mean, it has a huge roster. It has a huge roster. I want to say it's like 50 characters, which that sounds awesome, but a lot of these characters are kind of like reskins. A lot of these characters, like Mario and Dr. Mario is in this one. I can't even remember anymore.
Ain't about like Dark Link.
Not-
And Dark Link.
Well, I mean, Dark Link is like I think a costume you could get. But the moral of the story is that a lot of these characters aren't new, and then there's a lot of just kind of like clones of characters, and I was very skeptical about it, and especially the fact that it came out on 3DS first, which I still think is dumb and a mistake, but I played it.
Yeah.
And man, I like cannot express how excited I am to play it on Wii U. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, to me, the game was not made for 3DS on so many levels. The circle pad
Yeah, I heard it's breaking
is just
down.
a nightmare.
I heard it's breaking down
Yeah,
now.
no,
Yeah.
I mean, they were breaking off of the demo because I mean,
Yeah.
like if you actually fill the circle pad, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not meant to be used in like a context of like Smash Brothers. It really isn't. It's like, I mean, the difference between people who have a gaming laptop or who play video games on their laptop understand that when you use a touchpad with like the little click, the left click and the right click, feels infinitely different than using an actual mouse that's more ergonomic and practical. You know, that's the problem with the touchpad. I mean, with the circle pad, it's like it just doesn't work. It works, but it feels weird. It just
Feels foreign a little bit.
yeah, no, 100% because it's like, I mean, it doesn't feel like an analog.
Would you say it feels like alien and isolated?
Speaking of which, if you guys ever go,
I was hoping to see how long we keep it quiet after that. But,
No.
but thank you for that contribution, Alvin.
No
Hey,
problem.
hold on. Let me finish what I was saying, bro. If you ever go to Halloween Horror Nights, which is happening right now,
Is this
Okay.
really a plug for Hollywood Horror
yes,
Nights?
go make sure whatever you do not miss the Alien versus Predator maze. It is flawless. It's amazing, beautiful, a little scary at times, but very, very worth the wait.
You couldn't
Go
do
on.
that when we talked about Alien versus Predator. You
I
couldn't put
tried,
that in there?
but y'all been trying to cut me off, man. How many? No. If you go ahead hear this again, you'll hear me go, hey, wait.
Yeah, if
But
you
if you think
rehear this,
If you rehear this, I'm like, hey, what up?
that was.
What you-
I'm so done with everything. Anyways, Smash Brothers is pretty amazing. I was expecting it to be as good as it is. I played all the new characters that are unlocked from the start. I tried Pac-Man, and like words can't express how like phenomenal it is playing as Pac-Man. Like I can't even find the words to explain how much I love Pac-Man.
Do you think this is gonna be the best ever Smash Brothers?
Nope. It's gonna be a good one, but nothing can. I mean, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, Melee will like forever be the best, unless like Super Smash Brothers 5 when it comes out in 19 years, unless that just like seriously pushes the envelope, like seriously, like I think like there's no touching Melee. But with that said, this game is really awesome.
But didn't they make this one? This one seems like they made it more for the fighting game community, because the fighting game community is still playing Melee. Like those people are still like, we're not letting this game go. Like, hey guys, maybe you should let it go.
Yeah, I
just
mean,
just a little bit.
At
Just a little,
Evo,
no.
they have
and they're
Melee.
still like, no, we're playing Melee. Like GameCube discs are scratched. We don't care. We're gonna play it. We're gonna play the hell out of this. So I mean, I think that's kind of why also the roster's so big and they're doing all this stuff, because they want to be on that level. They want to compete, you know, with the Marvel verses and everything else like that, with these games with these giant rosters and these giant followings. They're just like, you know what, we want to get up there.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree, but like, I mean, even with that massive roster, Starwolf isn't in it anymore. They like, I think there's some type of rumor that that he might be DLC, but he's not in it. And Snake isn't in it. Like, and Ice Climbers, I don't care about Ice Climbers, but still, Ice Climbers was kind of a big part of that game. A lot of people use them in like Evo and like the fighting game community, but I feel like they tried to make this one, like, if you look at the speed of Melee, right, and if you watch it from a naked eye like me, and I just don't care, Melee and Brawl, if you look at a side-by-side comparison, Melee is like 30 times faster. That's an exaggeration. Significantly faster than Brawl.
Right.
And Brawl, they slowed it down because they wanted to make it more accessible. This new Smash Brothers, which has probably, it's a very dumb title, Smash Brothers for 3DS. That's it. That's the title.
For 3DS.
Yeah, it's FOR or FOU, or that's up to you. like no, just give me a title. Just keep up with the theme. Super Smash Brothers Melee.
It's like they
Brawl.
asked these little kids, "What's a good name?"
They're like, well, it's 4, so let's call 4. Yeah.
Yay!
And they're like, Kyle, why haven't we had a 7-year-old focus group to begin with? Anyways, it's man, like the new characters that, like, and once again, I haven't tried like Duck Hunt Dog and Baby Bowser and stuff like that, but man, Little Mac, like, I feel so awesome playing as Little Mac.
He gets it in.
Was he in the demo?
No. I played like the actual.
Oh, okay.
He's in the game.
Mega Man's all right. Mega Man's pretty cool. Mega Man is more of like a novelty type thing. It's just like, oh man, that's Mega Man, that's awesome. But the Villager is awesome. Like, it's really awesome. And like, the thing I love about like these Smash Brothers games is kind of just the way, like, they just take the most bizarre things and run with it. Like, if anyone here has ever been on PictoChat on the DS, like, it's the most bizarre thing in the world. It's just like, hey, it's like a messenger, but it was on the DS, so it was kind of like you could really only, it got them.
You messaged your friends. You can message your anyone within a certain radius of you. You could send messages to. So like Nintendo almost got in trouble because I remember this mom was complaining because I guess someone was probably like walking by her house and was like sending messages to her daughter, or whatever. And they're like Nintendo, you're supposed to protect my kid. Like, how dare?
Yeah,
and it's just like,
yeah,
really?
Nintendo. Yeah. Weren't you supposed to be the police?
The Nintendo police.
Nintendo.
Well, I mean, I can see how that could be.
I mean,
disturbing because
100%.
Because the reason I laughed was because you said PictoChat. I haven't heard the name PictoChat in forever because we called it DictoChat because we were constantly draw dicks back and forth to each other.
Wow. That sounds like Snapchat.
That's one way.
Yeah, that's what me and my friend. This is the original Snapchat.
That's one way to use that feature, but
basically.
Yeah, no, there's a PictoChat stage, right? And it's so random and so bizarre. Like, I was playing it and I died. I was Pac-Man, right? And I came back and then it says now playing Pac-Man, and then it's just like a whole bunch of drawn pictures of Pac-Man in the background. It's like, that's so bizarre. That's so odd. And then I played the Pac-Man stage, and it's a Pac-Man stage. It's a Pac-Man stage. Like, that doesn't make sense for Smash Brothers, but it works somehow.
Yeah.
And then, like, I was playing, and I was like, hey, oh, there goes a Smash Ball. And I did the Pac-Man Final Smash, and it's exactly what you think it is. And, like, I was just like, oh, this is so good. It's so, like, bizarre and random, but it's so good. Smash Brothers, man. Can't wait for it.
Is it better than Destiny?
Everything is better than Destiny.
Whoop, whoop. I gotta. Oh, that
You
hurt.
lose your train of thought?
Aaron,
No.
Aaron lost his brain.
No, the ice hit the back of my tooth and it froze it a little bit.
Didn't freeze it, I can tell you that. That's not how
That's
ice works.
not how that works.
Anyway, that pain's gone. So let me ask you something. Do you think this will be the second greatest ever Smash Brothers?
Probably.
How many are there?
4, I think.
Okay.
Smash Brothers, Melee, Brawl. Yeah. 4, right? I'm not like losing my mind here. This is the
99.
fourth one.
It's the original Smash Brothers, and there was Melee, then there was Brawl,
And then
there's 3DS, and now there's gonna be the Wii U version.
Well, yeah,
because,
but
I mean
they're
they're
kinda the same.
different though, because there are levels that are in the 3DS version that aren't gonna be in the Wii U version.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. I don't
Vice
think
versa.
I'd go as far to say that's different, because I mean that's the equivalent of saying Destiny for PS4 and Destiny of Xbox One are different games because PS4 has like the exclusives. You know.
No, but it's literally different systems. So I mean, I would quantify them as different because then you start getting into certain, like, some people don't consider certain DS games like as something in a series that would count towards, like, they don't consider, so like people don't consider Mario Kart DS as a Mario Kart game in the grand scheme of Mario Karts,
Even
stuff
though-
like that.
That's the second best one.
See, so like some people wouldn't consider that because I'm pretty sure that PictoChat level isn't probably going to be in the
Yeah,
Wii
no,
U.
it's not. Yeah,
And what makes me really sad is because when you said that too, I thought about it. I'm like, a lot of kids who are probably going to play this have no clue what PictoChat is
nope.
because they didn't have original DSs back
Yeah,
then.
PictoChat
Like, that's
was
how old
weird, man.
all of a sudden I just started feeling like, holy crap, I'm old.
Man.
These kids are going to have no clue what PictoChat is.
I don't even know what PictoChat is. Never had it.
I love
never had
how
a
we
DS.
explained what it was. You're like, yeah, man. I mean,
I never had
seriously,
it.
Vegetables. Anyways, with that news, that's not news. With that information, we're going to transition into news. How fitting is it that we start out with Smash Brothers news?
Woo!
It's like it was almost planned.
It actually wasn't.
I want to have
It's-
Angry Newsman though.
No.
Angry Newsman.
Now, here's the thing. I want to say no. I want to read the news like a functional human being. But then if I say yeah, then you're gonna just say something offensive to make me angry. So no, I'm gonna use self control. No.
All right.
All right. Smash Brothers release date for Wii U. They've been talking about it for the last 2 or 3 months, saying, "Hey, yeah, it's coming out in 2014. Totally, guys." I voiced on this podcast several times that I didn't think it was coming out this year because it is bizarre to have arguably one of the biggest games of fall not announced until like a little under a month before it comes out. I mean, a little over a month before it comes out.
But does it really matter? The game is so hyped and Christmas is coming. It's pretty obvious they're going to release it.
Well, here's my perspective. Is I have a friend, Edgar, shouts out to Edgar, who got the 3DS version, right? Let's say he had a Wii U. He doesn't. But let's say he had a Wii U. He's probably not going to buy it again for the Wii U because 3DS has a mode called Smash Run where it's just like, oh, you pick up items and blah, 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 blah. It's cool, but it's not like, oh, this is such a groundbreaking feature. That's unique to 3DS. There's certain stages, like I imagine the PictoChat is unique to 3DS. And then there's going to be, I think they mentioned that I'm pretty sure they mentioned there's going to be a mode distinct to the Wii U one and then distinct Wii U stages. That isn't necessarily enough to pull me, if I bought the 3DS version, to also buy the Wii U version, you know? So, I mean, I think it's going to sell good. I hope it's going to sell good, but like, I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot by not announcing it till now and then announcing it after the 3DS. And this was another piece of news, we'll just throw it in here, is that the 3DS version sold 2.8 million since its launch, like, within like 3 or 4 weeks.
Wow.
That's really good. 2.8 million is a lot of copies, especially considering 3DS owners. There's a lot of children 3DS owners who can't pay for the game, can't buy the game, and they're going to be getting it for Christmas. That is a thing that exists. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it has these astounding numbers already, and I just feel like there's a large percentage of those that could have potentially got the Wii U version, and they're not going to now. And if you ask me or numbers, the Wii U needs more software sales than 3DS, because the 3DS had like a good year of just solid sales, but now, it's cool that there's life being breathed into it once again, because it kind of had like a stale last like 6 months or so, but I don't know.
I think Smash Brothers for Wii U is going to double that in the same amount of time.
I totally disagree. I think I'm more excited for Smash Brothers for 3DS than probably Halo Master Chief Collection, than maybe Borderlands, and maybe Call of Duty. I'm more excited for it. But the fact of the matter is that there's not as many Wii sales as there are 3DS. Wii U sales as there are 3DS sales. You know, so I'm not saying it's not going to be amazing and people aren't going to want it, but
what did Mario Kart do?
This is gonna sell systems. I already told you.
Yeah, but Mario Kart sold system as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Mario Kart didn't move as many units as they wanted it to. But this is basically kind of in a way Nintendo's Hail Mary. It's one of them, because Zelda's gonna be the other one. But Smash is, like I literally said, everybody's been waiting on this. Everyone I've talked to who doesn't have a Wii U yet was like, I'm gonna wait till Smash.
Xbox
I'm gonna wait till
fanboys,
Smash.
PS4 fanboys.
Everybody's like,
well,
once we get Smash Brothers, then I'm gonna go buy one. Once we get Smash Brothers, then I'm gonna go buy one. So I know this is definitely gonna move systems. I don't know exactly how many. I'm gonna.
Well, you own.
I would say maybe at least 1 million.
You own Nintendo, so what's your projections on sales?
I wish I owned Nintendo.
Because you're also getting the. Even the controller bundle with the game. They're really trying. People are gonna buy this stuff, dude. It's gonna be their biggest home run of this year for sure, without a doubt.
More than Mario Kart?
Now here's the thing.
More than Mario Kart. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's where I don't want to, but I have to disagree with you guys. Is historically, I don't know if every single one, if you match them up, but historically, Mario Kart has outsold Smash Brothers by a lot. Like that it happened, and I think it's just that. As fun as Smash is, right? I think that all three of us, meaning Aaron, Alicia, and myself, will enjoy it. If we handed that to Elvin, he'd get demolished. You know what I mean? And no offense to you, Elvin, but it's not that it's not an accessible game, because it is, but because such of it is focused on competition and like a lot of it is skill based, then it's not as accessible. And that's kind of been a thing. It's not like a super hardcore game by any means, but when you look at Smash Bros., when you look at Mario Kart, like I mentioned this on an earlier podcast, is I played, me who has been playing more video games than Elvin times 40 in his life.
Yep.
I played Mario Kart after owning it for like a month. I played it with Elvin, Elvin's wife, and my girlfriend, and all three of them did substantially better than me.
I won every game I played.
I was there.
Because
I won every game I played.
Because of things like blue shells and stars and random stuff like that.
No, because I was better.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but damn it.
But
keep thinking that.
If they played online, they would get smashed.
No, probably.
And if you play by yourself, look. If you play with 4 or 5 people,
I don't play by myself, Aaron.
If you play with 4 people next to you,
why did you say that like Forrest Gump? I don't play by myself. That's how I started running.
That's what I'm saying.
Aaron's saying is if you play old school couch co-op, then I don't think. This is one of those games where you expect to get demolished. Every time you've asked me on this podcast, what are you most excited for? What do I say? Smash Brothers, I'm gonna get my butt kicked,
You're
and
saying Ni no Kuni,
I
too.
am excited out of my mind for it because I know I'm gonna get my butt kicked. But that's like what you expect when you're going in the game. You're playing a fighting game, like you're
It's
gonna
fun
get
to lose.
demolished. Yeah, exactly. It's fun to lose, but there's always those outliers, especially if you get like the hammer or the bat.
Oh, the hammer,
and I come up on you. And you're at
Yep.
like 200%, and it's done. like I've lost every life, but I'm gonna get you on that last stop.
No, the hammer changes everything. Like
Yeah.
you think you're kicking some butt, here
Smash
comes that hammer,
balls.
and if you don't get it, he gets it. Bam, you
Items,
die.
everything.
Now here's where I disagree. If I'm playing with you guys, right, and Elvin picks up the hammer, he's not suddenly gonna win. Even if he's really good with that hammer and makes every hit count, he's not suddenly gonna win. And the fact of the matter is, it's relatively easy. Like I play as Falco usually. Mm-hmm. I think of how easy it is to avoid the hammer. I have like a lot of aerial moves. You can't dodge a blue shell in Mario Kart. I mean, I feel like we're just arguing
Unless you
semantics.
have the super horn.
Yeah, but still, that's not, and that's a very, very unlikely scenario, by the way. Nintendo marketed that as, oh, don't you hate the blue shell? All you gotta do is get the super horn, and it's
Yeah,
like, no, I mean that's like the odds of that.
If you have the super horn and you're like your first or second lap, you're like, man, I just got to hold on to this.
Yeah, and then you're shooting yourself in the foot by not having. But anyways, all I'm saying is, I think that I feel like, I mean, I hope, like I said, I am so excited for this game. Like I am ridiculously excited. Like I'm not reviewing the 3DS version because I'm saving myself for the full version of the Wii U version. Mm-hmm. Like I'm super excited for this game, but I think that Mario Kart has always outsold Smash Brothers games, and Mario Kart came out in a time where, like, I mean, we always talk about how like the first half of this year was super barren. There was like Titanfall and Infamous and like maybe one or two other big games. That's it. And there was nothing that was like local multiplayer. There wasn't anything really big in May when it came out. It came out in May, right? Like May 30th. Mario Kart?
Yeah, May 27th, I think.
Yeah, it was that week.
Yeah. There was nothing really big that came out then. Certainly nothing of that caliber or of that style.
And that's why I bought a Wii U.
Yeah, exactly that. It was a dead zone. But you have an insane amount of games coming out between I was going to talk ill of Destiny, but I caught myself. Between Destiny and December 25, there's a lot of games coming out. So I don't know. I mean, like I said. And
again, you have to realize, too, we still have Christmas. We haven't hit our Christmas sales yet either.
Yeah.
Because if I wasn't me, which sounds really dumb, if I wasn't me, if I had a different mindset, if I wasn't the gamer and I'm like, I need to get everything constantly, and I'm a parent like I am now, I'm not gonna buy a Wii U for Mario Kart when I know that Black Friday is coming up, Christmas is coming up, there's gonna be a better deal coming out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go and buy a system in
You
May.
wait till Black Friday,
especially May, because that's like back to school time. Like you're thinking more about back to school. You're trying to save money. The economy's bad. Like all these different things.
I just took my kids to see a couple Marvel movies.
Like
May's
all this
good.
stuff. So you're just like, okay, I'm not gonna spend that money. But now Christmas is coming up, so there's gonna be bundles. There's gonna be sales. There's gonna be all this craziness. So I guarantee you, even we're gonna see units move because of Smash Brothers, and B, we're also gonna see more units move because, like you said, Mario Kart. I guarantee you, there's probably parents who've been hearing their kids constantly, "I want Mario Kart.
2 games, right?
Where's Mario Kart? How come I didn't get Mario Kart? Blah blah blah." So I think there's gonna be some movage. Stuff's gonna happen.
I mean, I definitely think. Now, here's the thing. To my knowledge, they haven't announced a Smash Brothers Wii U bundle, which, I mean, I'm pretty sure they will. They would be foolish not to.
They're already this late in announcing the new date for the Smash Brothers. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen.
I mean, maybe, yeah.
Soon.
No, it's totally possible. But there's really, I mean, like, I know this sounds stupid, but I still think, I mean, kind of piggybacking off what you said, I still think that Mario Kart can sell Wii U's this fall.
Oh yeah.
So how are we going to differentiate unless because from what we've been trying to get Elvin and a Wii U, a Mario Kart Wii U, right? And
you get me one whenever you want. It's more like we've been trying to get Elvin to buy one.
Yeah.
Now we've been trying to get one for Elvin.
We've been trying to find you one.
Yeah, they've been relatively hard to find.
Yeah.
So unless they replenish those and they have a Mario Kart bundle and a Smash Brothers bundle, I don't see how we'll ever be able to find a definite answer on what is selling the system this fall.
Hey,
You know what I
I
mean?
went to buy a Mario Kart bundle. Nothing.
Well, what they're probably doing is, excuse me. What they're probably doing is, one, they lowered the stock because they're probably coming out with the Smash Brothers bundle, and in that bundle, I'm sure it's probably gonna be some deluxe bundle, kind of like what Aaron got, where if you buy this game, especially for Black Friday, buy this game and you can download one of these
That
popular
could
title,
definitely
blah 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 blah.
It's funny because she's saying what they're probably going to do, and she's just reading a memo that she got from work.
Well, here's what I'm saying.
Do you want to see the Black Friday scans? I have them on my phone.
Well, I don't think. Okay, for a general, even you know what? Maybe then, when Bayonetta 2 comes out, right? Some people may even buy the Wii U just for that game because they've been hearing good things about it. They really want to play it. Blah blah blah. But right now, Nintendo's getting this momentum back because Mario Kart came, everybody's playing, but then it kind of last couple months. Okay, I think the fever went down because they're more excited about the 3DS for Smash Brothers, right? So now Bayonetta 2 is going to come out, right? And if you kind of know what's happening with Nintendo, all the games that are coming out next year, and we said this before, but if you didn't get a Wii U prior and you want to get one and during this holiday time, this is the time to do it.
Yeah, February is the time to buy a PS4.
Yeah.
This last May that just passed was the time to buy a Wii U.
Yeah. So if you didn't do it then, now you have more momentum to do it. Bayonetta 2 is coming out. Captain Toad is coming out.
Yeah, that was going to be our next piece of news.
And then you got the Smash Brothers coming out, plus the new games for Zelda coming out. Man, this is a time where a lot of sales, I think, is going to happen for Nintendo. They're going to, like Alicia was saying, the Hail Mary is going to happen this year for Nintendo.
Yeah.
And you get Bayonetta 1 on Bayonetta's 2's disc. Or it's either a digital download or it's on the disc.
Like Bayonetta 2, Bayonetta is a good game, and I like it, but I'm still, like, blown away by the fact that it's on a Wii U. Like, it
looks good.
No. I loved
You haven't had a chance
Bayonetta.
to play the demo yet, right? It came out today. So.
No, I literally went home, changed my clothes, and then came here.
Bayonetta 1, man. Bayonetta is an awesome game. It's just weird on the Wii U. But anyways, we have some more Wii U pieces of news, which is awesome because it doesn't happen too often. But, this is actually, I don't know why I sounded so optimistic just to say this, is that, how they announced that there was going to be a GameCube controller adapter for the Wii U to kind of cater to the hardcore Smash players. Originally, I think Nintendo said something along the lines of, hey, who knows, it might be able to be used for other games in the future, which opened up the idea of like kind of like porting GameCube games and and Virtual Console with GameCube games. But they pretty much just said recently, like this week, that it's only going to be for Smash Brothers.
And I think, and going back to what you said with Smash Brothers, how many people are loyal to Melee, and now with the controller being able to play for the new Smash Bros, do you think that's the reason they're doing it, because they know like a lot of people are still playing Melee right now?
Yeah, and like I think that's you want to take a game stage?
No, you can. I don't know.
Alicia Catra.
Stop it.
Alicia Catra.
No, basically a lot of people have even said, like, I even said, like, I need to find GameCube controllers because that feels like that is the way Smash Brothers needs to be played. Is on a
100%.
GameCube controller.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, I don't want to see the touchscreen. Like, I don't want the Wii remote. That's
Wii,
just weird.
The Pro
like,
controller.
I can't do it. It has to be a GameCube controller. And as much as people take a dump on that controller, I freaking love that controller.
It's one of the best.
It holds a place near and dear to my
It's
heart.
one of the best.
And it feels good to me.
Do you think it'll be part of the bundle? A
Yeah.
GameCube controller?
Well, there is currently a bundle that is just the adapter and a Smash Brothers GameCube controller. It's they basically just went back to the factory and was like, hey, start making GameCube controllers again.
Just take a Sharpie and write Super Smash Brothers LOL right next to it.
Yeah, right on it. And so the adapter is basically just that.
GameCubes were being sold again at GameStop like 2-3 months ago for a short period of time.
They sold out really fast.
Yeah, they sold out really
$20
fast because I think some of that news was because you can use these controllers for the new Smash Brothers. In fact, I myself bought a GameCube this year from my friend, but I got 3 controllers with it, and I was so excited for the news when I can use it for the Smash Brothers on Wii U.
Yeah, I mean, like, kind of what Alicia said. I mean, and like what you guys said is honestly for me, besides a GameCube controller, the only controller that I will play this with, and I'm not even being a snob, it's just like everything matters in Smash Brothers. The only thing I'll really play with besides the GameCube controller would be like a Pro controller,
Yeah, the Pro.
Even that's a stretch. But
you know, it has 80 hours of gameplay.
what?
The Pro controller, 80 hours.
What do you mean?
80
the
hours
ba- the
until it
battery
dies.
life?
Yeah,
Oh.
80 hours.
I thought you meant like this Pro controller is 80 hours long, and that's not even with the DLC.
It's the longest battery life for a controller I've ever seen.
I didn't know that.
That's-
80 hours, man.
I just wish I need to find Wavebirds. Like
Yeah.
because
those are
I noticed
weird.
lately, like
I got a couple.
I cannot. I feel just so weird having a wired controller in my hand.
Yeah.
Like I'm spoiled now.
Well, can you use the Wavebird with the? I don't think you can, right?
no, I believe you can.
But
Yeah,
there's
you
no
can.
adapter for it, right?
No, the
no,
adapter.
the adapter comes with your Wavebird.
Wait.
Because you have remember the Wavebird was the controller, and then you have that gray piece that you're supposed to plug into the game.
What he's referring to the adapter is, does the Wii U adapter work with the Wavebird?
It
Yeah,
should
that's what I'm
because
saying.
it should
think
because
it
it's
does.
literally just
Just a,
the
port,
GameCube
yeah.
port,
Yeah,
so it should just work.
yeah. Anyways, our final piece of Wii U news. This game, personally, I don't mean to preface this and leave everyone in wonder. Captain Toad release date announced for December 5th. Like, that game looks so awesome. Like, it's like a Mario game where you can't jump.
No,
Which sounds dumb, but it's like it adds like an entirely new layer of challenge. You know what I mean? It almost makes Mario more into like a puzzle game than a platformer game. You know, I mean, like all the footage I've seen of it looks awesome. But yeah, and apparently it's gonna cost $40.
I read $40.
Is this true, Mr. Golden?
That's what came out to me. I love finding deals. You know that, man. So when I saw it for $40, I'm like, either they're doing it like because they're starting a new franchise and they want people to buy it. People aren't. Maybe they feel they'll be on the fence if they don't buy it. $40 is maybe a reason to buy it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, unless it's super short and we just don't know. Like, I mean, the game's worth 60. It seems like I feel like there's a lot of like love for that game out there already. But yeah, looking forward to it. And that's December 5th. I don't even want to like say this next story because it's contributing to the whole 1080p garbage nonsense. But in an interview, I mean, you gotta report it. In an interview with a Ubisoft, like I believe Montreal rep, they were asked, "Hey, is Assassin's Creed Unity gonna run at 1080p and 60 frames per second?" He's like, "No, it's gonna be 900p and 30 frames per second." And like, I don't remember the exact wording, but he said to kind of like silence the whole debate between consoles. Now, I'll say this. Never mind, I can't justify it. Go ahead, Aaron.
you can't justify.
Well,
what?
you know when you usually have about 3 or 4 people playing with you, like how the frame rate goes down, drops a little bit. So since this is you can do 4-player co-op on this. I wonder how more it's gonna drop.
But the thing is co-op tends to not drop when it's online. You know what I mean? Like Mario Kart looks amazing single player.
Yeah, but
It looks substantially worse when it's 4-player, but that's because of 4 screens.
4 screens. Yeah.
It's the same thing times 4 and shrunk. Online, there's kind of no excuse.
No excuse.
You have your own dedicated bandwidth, latency, pixel usage, black magic, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about that, right, is, I mean, I don't, like I said, like everyone in this room knows, everyone who knows me, I have horrendous eyesight. I have a list of the news topics we're going to cover, and I have to like pull it up to my face in order to read it. So I can't tell the difference between 1080p and 900p. I can't tell the difference between 1080p and 720p. I can't tell the difference between 1080p and 0p.
You can't tell the difference between me and Aaron right
Yeah,
now.
I'm talking to Alicia right now thinking it's Aaron, and I'm wondering why Bill Cosby is sitting to the left of me. That's how bad my eyesight is. But so I don't really care about the frame. I mean the
the frame
the
rate.
P's.
The P's.
The
Yeah.
I like, and I don't even care either. But 60 frames, like.
Yeah, it reminds me of the whole. If you guys ever really got into audio and listening to music and recordings between FLAC and MP3s.
Oh yeah.
Like man, you really have to have like some supersonic hearing to really hear a difference in anything. And I've tried.
Yeah.
And I've done sound engineering for music, and I can't catch any difference between a high quality MP3 and a FLAC.
I have a friend who's like a
Can't do
music
it.
snob like that. It all
Yeah,
has
it's
to be
like
high
whatever,
quality.
man.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I just think it's. Go ahead.
No, I keep interrupting you.
No, it's cool. Like you created video games. So.
Stop it.
That's true.
Yeah, but there are a couple of things that came out of that interview that people or excuses were being made, like, oh, English is a second language, and other things were being said to cover up for it, because a lot of people now, there's this conspiracy going on that it's like that because the game is being co-marketed by Microsoft. They have the money, so they're locking down the frame rate because it's lower than the PS4 or whatever. So that's currently, the internet is ablaze with the conspiracy theorists coming out of the woodwork on that one.
Yeah. I mean, and like,
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem. I mean, the thing about this is that, I mean, like I said, and I don't care. Like, I don't consider myself a Sony fanboy or a Microsoft sandboy. Really?
Sandboy.
Sandman.
Shouts out to Gara from Naruto. He's never mind. I was gonna go on a Naruto rant, but I caught myself.
Please don't. And by the way, I heard Naruto is
No,
ending.
don't bring
Don't.
that up.
I
That
heard
is-
it's ending. I heard it's coming.
I've
to
been
an end.
watching it for a good decade now. That news is sad. I'm changing the subject.
Yeah.
So
Back to the
thing
piece.
about this is, like, I don't care about this. Like, I consider myself a video game fan.
You're
Like,
gonna put your pitchfork away.
Yeah,
your
this
torch.
time.
You're,
But,
not, you're
like-
not in the angry mob of people out there trying to. We gotta get them. We're
Yeah.
anonymous. Oh my god.
and the interwebs makes a lot of random arguments, but I mean, this one does sound fair.
Yeah.
I mean, this I don't even know if it's an argument, but this assessment seems pretty fair, which is that, hey, the only out of the two major systems, Xbone and PS4, the one that has had trouble reaching the pixel, the 1080p mark,
Xbox.
has been Xbox.
Yeah.
And like I said, that doesn't mean a thing to me. I do not care about PC. Like, I legitimately, I'm not even one of those people like, you can barely tell a difference. I legitimately cannot tell a difference between 1080 and
I
720.
think it's more of just an irritation that, come on, it's 2014. Everything should be in 1080p and 60. No excuse, I think that's the irritation people have, And so if another system can do it, they're like, well, I'll just do it on that system, and then you had this debate. Well, there's not much of a difference, blah blah blah. And that's what it really is. to me.
Yeah, from all those people who don't make video games and have
Yeah.
no clue what go into them.
Yeah.
But,
That's like that guy who's suing right now.
Red Bull.
No, not the Red Bull. He was suing for I can't remember the game.
Oh,
it came out.
Killzone.
Yeah, on PS3 because they're like, was it Killzone on PS4?
No, it was.
Okay.
I'm like 90.
So
I don't want to talk in absolutes because you
Yeah.
created the game.
I
But
have no idea.
I'm pretty certain.
She's testing
He
you,
was like,
Zach.
they were like, hey, this. I know,
It
right?
says it on the box. It says 1080p on the box, and when you play it, it's something
1079.8p.
Yeah, so I am suing.
And I think he may have won because it technically wasn't 1080p.
No, I think
I read that,
I don't think he won. I think they're still in litigation
process.
because at some points it is 1080p. So they're like, actually no, there's 1080, and they're like, no, there's not. It's just like, like who is really sitting at home like counting? Like
No,
who is sitting?
He has
there
like
staring
he
at
has
the
like
TV?
one of those small battery operated black and white TVs, and he's like, why isn't this on 1080p?
Yeah, pretty much.
Why isn't
But
this working?
The argument, and like I said, I don't care about it, but the argument is, I more care about the frame rate. But even that, I'm like, all right, if it looks good, it looks good. But the argument was that, I mean, the topic was brought up by all of the interweb members, is that, hey, since Xbox is the one that had the issue reaching it, that it's most likely that Xbox just couldn't meet 1080p, so they balanced it out. So a lot of people are like, hey, it's holding Assassin's Creed back. That's that. More bad news. Hotline Miami 2 is delayed until potentially 2015.
I don't think anybody cares.
You are wrong, my friend. Have you ever
Really?
played Hotline
Wow.
Miami?
You know, it's funny. I have it, but I didn't see marketing for it. I'm like, nah. And that's how it is with me. If I don't get marketing for a game, I don't get pumped up for a game. Maybe that's just me, like with a million other people out there. But
That is
but
not the way.
I know some indie games though. You don't get any marketing for indie games, basically.
No, and that's the whole argument. Is there are so many. I mean, like a lot of people like Resogun. Resogun didn't get any marketing.
Was this the
Resogun,
first
they're
game
like,
on-
hey, PS4. Let's make it free, and a lot of people love that. Rogue Legacy, which I still think. I don't want to be certain on this, but Rogue Legacy, even though it came out last year for PC, Rogue Legacy is like top 3 game of the year for me this year.
Pound for pound.
That didn't get the only marketing I got was from PlayStation saying, "Hey, it's part of our Play deal."
Yeah, you have
Like,
to be and know.
and that's not really even marketing. That's more of just like a promo. You know, it's not even like you're gonna love Rogue Legacy. I love that. So I mean, it's to gauge the success of a game based off of its marketing doesn't work because Destiny. I didn't even mean to fall into this hole, but I did. So let's just roll with it. Destiny had insane marketing. Insane. And it just, I'm going to make it short, Alicia. Relax. She's like, how dare you speak of one of my creations? Because she made video games.
Wake me up when you're done screaming about Destiny.
I'm done. It had a lot of marketing. It didn't, I feel like it didn't
And they
hit
still
that.
technically
And
are
then
doing
once
marketing
again,
for it.
Shadows of Mordor did not have that much marketing. Like, especially
I think the week prior it did.
I mean, like,
They didn't have TV commercials.
Yeah, but that's
With
not
the week
Yeah,
prior,
but
I think.
it wasn't in your face.
I'm
as
just saying,
much.
how many games have TV commercials?
a lot.
A lot.
Oh, okay. I shut up.
Yeah. No.
You
said,
usually-
okay, I shut up.
Usually all AAA games.
No, and what
do.
you have to realize too. Remember, Shadows of Mordor got moved up,
Yeah.
so they kind of didn't have the time for it. And again, we said it last week. That was a sleeper hit. People weren't expecting much from that game at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to say that I always did, but I can't remember back. But yeah, a lot of these games get a lot of marketing, but doesn't really mean anything. But anyways, transitioning to that, Dragon Age 3 is coming out in November. I can't remember. It's been moved around so much. Pretty sure it's in November. But Dragon Age 1, if you have a PC that can run it, and you should be able to because it's not that demanding of a game anymore. If you log into Origins, which is EA's little thing, whatever you want to call it, Dragon Age is going to be free until October 15th. So download that along with Bejeweled 3.
For people who have a Mac, they can get Bejeweled 3.
Oh, it's for Mac?
It's for Mac and PC, but Dragon Age is only
PC.
for PC.
Yeah.
PC.
Okay, I didn't know that. Speaking of AAA games, how about that Call of Duty, right, guys? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm excited for it.
Call of Duty is having a similar digital upgrade program to Destiny, where if you buy the digital version for one of the former gen systems, so 360 or PS3, you're entitled to the digital version of the next gen.
Well,
and
dude,
I mean next gen as if in a gen up from that gen.
Destiny is running out of time before that game comes out, man. Because when that game comes out, I'm either trading in Destiny
I mean,
or,
the
maybe
way-
I'll keep playing Destiny, but
the way it sounds, I think a lot of people are going to trade in Destiny for Call of Duty.
it's going to happen.
no, I mean, like, and here's the thing, right? Is we talked on this podcast a couple months ago, or maybe just a month ago, about how October is going to be this big month. Everything got delayed, blah, blah, blah. November is that month now.
Yeah.
Now, I don't remember all these exact dates, but I'm going to just throw out like 4 or 5 games that are coming out in November officially. Master Chief Collection,
Done.
which is like going to be like probably the best-selling Xbone game thus far.
They're having a bundle for it, too.
Well, it's only in Brazil right now,
Yeah, it's a white bundle.
which sounds awesome, but here's the problem with that.
Brazil, what?
I don't. Yeah.
How
So
random
they
is
have
that?
They have the white bundle Halo 5 or Halo Master Chief Collection, but it's only in Brazil and it's coming out next year.
What?
I mean, they very well could announce it for America, but they haven't yet.
They have a factory in Brazil.
Huh. Okay.
So like a lot of, I think Brazil, I believe, is a region that says like you cannot sell a system or something like that unless it is being produced in Brazil or whatever. So I remember that Microsoft had a leg up because they actually had a factory in Brazil
So
producing
funny.
Xboxes.
Yeah, but
Oh, that's like, oh, you guys check out that Panama bundle
Yeah.
pretty
and
much.
that Argentina bundle. Man, it's awesome.
Yeah,
They
but
gotta,
see,
they gotta move some units, man.
Oh, yeah.
So all in November is Master Chief Collection, Call of Duty, and like I care about this, and a select other group of people do. Actually, no, a decent amount of people do, but not necessarily console gamers. Is the next WoW expansion, and
Far Cry, right? Isn't Far Cry in November?
I don't even know anymore. I thought, yeah, I think it's November.
And what about
But-
Sunset Overdrive? Isn't that
That's
November?
October. That's October 28th, I believe.
Rocktober.
But in addition to that, is Smash Brothers. All of that is
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah.
People are gonna forget about Destiny come November.
My problem is that whenever I buy a game, I immediately that day buy the DLC, and my regret is doing that right now.
That sounds like a big problem.
It is a big problem because I can't trade in my DLC. It's just gonna stay there.
I'm gonna tell you this now. Don't do that.
Yeah,
do
no,
that.
Because I mean, especially because I guess what you're referring to, especially is the season pass, is like I remember I was one of the few people that liked Call of Duty. I mean, I like all Call of Duties. I'm not like I can totally play other stuff, and it's not like that's the one game I play. But I definitely like Call of Duties. But I remember like I was the only person that liked Ghost. No one liked Ghost.
Right now it's $4.99 on the Microsoft Marketplace today.
Call of Duty Ghost.
Promise you, $4.99.
No. And you say today, by the time this podcast comes out, it won't be that.
It might still
Yeah.
be for Friday too, but yeah, that was the deal today.
I feel like it was like
$4.99.
$24.99.
Alvin, you want to check? $4.99.
I will
right
check.
now.
I actually played that game.
Call of Duty Ghost, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, you're flying around in space at the beginning.
What?
The beginning. Anyways.
Oh, yeah. Well, I tried it. I don't know who I was with.
It
Was it with
probably
you,
wasn't
Aaron?
me.
I don't remember.
No, I don't
Maybe,
like
I
that
don't know.
game.
Anyways, I liked it, and I was thinking, man, I'm going to play this game like there's no tomorrow. And then I was like, no, I ended up not.
I know that.
So-
Then tomorrow came.
I know. No, I mean, I still think it was a good Call of Duty. I don't see all the hate with the multiplayer, but
It looked like
even-
it looked like it was last gen graphics, man. It looked like you
nope,
something I could play on
you're
360.
so wrong,
That's
Aaron.
what I saw, man.
But my whole thing is, even with that, as amped as I was for it, I wasn't gonna buy the DLC because I knew that it was strongly possible that I wasn't gonna care about it when the DLC came out. And then sure enough, that happened. You know, same thing with Titanfall. I didn't buy the season pass for that. There was DLC last week, and it could have snuck by me because I give zero.
That happened with me in Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah,
I
barrel
bought-
at sea, no thank you. Bury
Yeah.
that at sea.
I
Wow.
bought the DLC and then it took how long? I can't even. It took like 8 months,
long
9
time.
months for that DLC to come out, and then I refused to even play it. I didn't like Barrel Sea. I had to. My friend David, shout out to David.
Shouts out to David.
He
David
played it. He played it, and I watched it. I watched him stream it on Twitch for me because I was like, I'm not gonna play this, and he's like, okay, I'll play it. I was like, yeah, you do that. So I like watched him do it. So
Yeah.
that was a waste of money for that season pass for me.
So I stand corrected in a sense. No, Aaron's right. It was $4.99, but I think I misinterpreted what you were saying. I thought you were saying like through the Xbox Marketplace, it was $4.99. I was like, no, they're not going to do that. But through Microsoft Store it was, and yeah, Microsoft Store totally has these ridiculous deals. So I stand corrected. Anyways, our last two pieces of news, one of which isn't even news. I just want to talk about it. Is NBA 2K15 came out. These games sell.
That's a horror game, apparently.
Yeah, it's like
They came out just in time for Halloween.
Dude, I thought it was for everybody rated E. It's a horror game, man.
so what Aaron is referring to is, and it's like, I mean, just Google it, just look it up. Is the face scanning like mess ups?
Yeah.
So their whole thing was like, in 2K15, it's all about you.
Face recognition.
You could scan your face in, and you'll make a character that looks like you. And when you look at like the monstrosities, and they look like they seriously look like
dude.
Salvador Dali paintings.
Have you guys seen Goonies?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like chunk.
Seriously,
looks
like
no
chunk.
joke, it does.
Yeah.
And like it just looks horrifying.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad. It's so bad, and not only that, I'm hearing right now the 2K servers. There's a problem with them right now. Some of the players in the game are looking cartoonish I'm hearing all these bad things for it. I mean, 2K14 was a really well done game. I liked it. Even though we had problems with 2K servers, they eventually fixed that. But right now, it's the same issue. So, it's one of these things. Like, 2K was always really good at basketball. And I'm always loyal to 2K. But, dude, I'm kind of interested to see what Live has in store. And that's going to come out in a couple weeks. But I want to see how that looks. But, dude, I mean, like I said, I'm always a 2K fanboy when it comes to basketball games.
Yeah, I mean,
Wasn't Live garbage last time?
yeah, live
is always
I
garbage,
remember
by
they
the
were
way.
running. I remember the players were running like it was a game of Goldeneye, like so you
Yeah.
kept
Yeah,
seeing
no,
their
no.
fists, like
Yeah.
no,
their
it was.
hands.
I remember
Like they were
reading-
karate chopping down the court like you're dribbling, dog. Like what are you doing?
Yeah, I remember it was so bad. and I'm not saying that I think 2K. Well, I mean, Live was bad because
Yeah.
the last basketball game I played was
NBA
Streets.
Jams.
NBA Jam.
NBA Jam.
He's on fire.
NBA Streets Volume 2, 3 was alright, but 2 was better. I kind of
Nail in the coffin.
I don't care for like the simulation style NBA games, but I just remember seeing an article that like apparently NBA, and like I said, I can't vouch for whether or not that's true. The last Live game was like so bad that the developers just straight up issued an apology. They're just like, sorry.
Yeah, I remember that.
What?
Because it
Yeah.
came out within like a week of 2K14, which
Yeah.
apparently was like the best basketball game ever.
They're just like our bad.
They're like, hey guys,
2K14
hey
was
guys,
awesome.
you know 2K, NBA Live, we're sorry.
We're so sorry. Like
It's by EA.
Oh,
It's
we
like,
apologize.
we're sorry. That's a South Park
Yeah,
BP
I
episode.
I will take notes, see how they're doing, but I eventually will get most likely 2K, just because I don't mind playing with a horrifying face anyway. I think it's pretty hilarious. Balling somebody up, crossing somebody up, making them fall when you look like Scarecrow.
Last piece of news: Diablo 3 for PS4 and Xbox One
Word.
got a patch.
Yes.
Tell us about this patch.
It was no minor patch. It was 2.1, which happened on the PC about a month ago, maybe a little less, maybe a little more.
No, I think so.
Greater Nephilim riffs. How about you take it away, Alicia? You created this game.
No, I didn't.
I know they're
Yeah, I
adding
remember
more,
it
a
was-
couple realms to it, right?
They added legendary jewel drop possibilities. They added, like you said, greater Nephilim rifts. They added loot caves. So if you have a loot goblin, you can follow him back to your portal.
Right. That's what it was.
And there's a possibility upon following him back to the portal that it will take you back to his like loot
dungeon,
his dungeon or whatever,
yeah.
which totally excites me because me and my friends have gotten to the point where we're playing where like we're to the point where we're doing Nephilim risks, we're junking legendaries because we're that powerful. Like
Yeah.
we're just like, oh, this legendary is weak sauce, and we're just like throwing it.
That's
and
how
I'm like,
that works.
oh, it's a treasure goblin, get him, and then they're just like, we don't need that, dude. Like whatever he's gonna drop isn't worth it. So now it's just like, haha, gotcha. We can follow you back.
So
to your
you
section.
can beat him up, can't you? And then
I mean, you can still beat him up, but
Right.
but now with this new patch,
just follow him, right?
we can beat him up, follow him back, and there's a possibility that we can go into his portal, which is just his
Nice.
giant treasure trove.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited
Yeah,
about that.
I totally can't wait. Like I'm actually gonna hop back in.
When is the patch? It's already happened, right?
It already happened.
Yeah, it
I think
already
was
happened.
on Tuesday or something like that. It
I
happened.
Just
believe it
recently.
was Tuesday.
Yeah. So that's our last piece of news. But I don't even know why I'm going here. But how you just said that you junk legendaries in that game.
Yeah.
That's the problem with Destiny. Is that like you can say words like junk and legendary in the same sentence when talking about Diablo, but Destiny you have to work so hard to get the most minimal of upgrades. Like, oh, good job. Now you got this mustache comb that gives you 0.1 light. And
Yeah.
Anyway, all right.
You have to realize that game again.
It's bad. I know.
You cannot compare Destiny to Diablo 3 Or people have been comparing it to Diablo 3. They've also been comparing it to Borderlands. Those are loot games. Those are loot-based shooters. Those are supposed to be, you're supposed to get all the loot so then you have all the endorphins going off in your head and giving you ecstasy. That's the whole point of those games.
Give me the loot.
Well, I think I'm a bad boy. All right.
Bad boy.
Stop. I would have sang that entire song on this podcast. I will say this, and then I'll humbly step away from the microphone as to not spend another 3 hours talking about this. Is Destiny is 100% still a loot game because you hit level 20 and technically you can hit level 30, but it's all based on your loot. So it's still a hardcore loot-driven game. It's just they don't give you loot. All right, I'm gonna stop.
It's so hard to get loot.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna cauterize this wound by saying a joke. All right, you guys ready for this?
Yeah, go.
What goes tick tick woof woof?
What?
A watchdog.
Wow.
All right, guys.
That was
Thanks for
awful.
Thanks for listening. Remember, you can check us out at gamergameless.com or facebook.com/gamergameless or our shiny new Twitter at can be found in. Oh no, that's still the same.
Shiny new Twitter
at gamergameless. Thanks for listening, guys.
And right now, currently, we're looking for people who want to contribute to the show.
Yeah.
So if you hit up our Facebook or our website, you can contact us there.
Not to be confused with Tribute from what is that movie?
Tenacious D, right?
No,
No,
Catching
that's a great
Fire.
song though.
What's that Catching Fire movie?
Are you talking about one of
Hunger
the
Games.
Hunger Games?
Hunger Games.
movies?
Yeah, we're not looking for
Oh.
tribute, so you're gonna survive this. We're
I
looking
thought
for
you-
people to contribute.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Tenacious D.
And
This
they
is a
played the
tribute.
music.
You
Kept
gotta
on.
believe me.
Yeah,
It
I
just
think
so
we all
happened to
sang
be-
different songs.
Like
The
everybody
best
is
song.
saying 12 different things
Yeah, this
right
is
now.
chaos. Anyways,
This is the best song in the
world.
world.
the
Look
best
to
song
my eyes
in
and it's
the
easy to
world.
see.
All right,
One and
all right.
one make two, two and one make three. It was destiny. When they were
No,
there.
no Destiny. It was Master Chief Collection.
You hate that game so
Yeah,
much.
it's not a good game.
Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling at this point, like, if you even meet a person named Destiny, you're just going to push them down.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
looking-
in the street, just
I'm
to forget you.
I'm trying to find the /push emote in that game, but it doesn't exist. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening. We'll hear you guys next week. We'll hear you guys.
Peace.
I said we'll hear you guys. Hold on.
We'll hear you guys. Well, we can hear. No, we can't
Yeah.
hear them.
Well,
We'll
if they're-
see
if
you
they
guys.
call in, we can hear them.
We'll see you guys next week.
No, but we probably
we
won't
can't
even
see them either.
All right, we will.
We'll be back next week.
All right, yeah, we'll be back next week. Yeah. All right, guys, thanks for listening.
Bye.
Word.